Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again to my blog. So for today, we're gonna be watching a video that just recently happened on this ship. That was, of course, caught on video, which I, of course, recorded. So this is what we call on the Maritime. It's a initiation rite, to be honest. It's called the line crossing ceremony. So without further ado, let's begin right now, and after that, watching this video, I'll probably give a commentary about this one. So yeah, let's go and watch this one. Okay, so this is the video that we recently partook. It's basically, of course, a maritime tradition which is called the line crossing ceremony, like I said. Now, the line crossing ceremony basically mentions the new sailors, their first time crossing. Actually, there are two line crossing ceremonies. One is for IDL, which is the International Date Line, and the other is, of course, the line crossing on the equator. Now, this is the line crossing on the equator ceremony. So yeah, our most two recent, we have two new seafarers here. Basically, these are the deck cadet and the engine cadet. So it's their first time, I guess, being on board the ship. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, by the way, just to give you a little important information while we're still waiting for this ceremony. Line crossing ceremony is an initiation rite that commemorates a person's first crossing of the equator. But nowadays, I think there's also an IDL, of course. The tradition may have originated with ceremonies when passing headlands or become a fully sanctioned as boost of morale, or have been created as a test for seasoned sailors to ensure that their new shipmates, which basically on our case, the deck cadet and the engine cadet, were capable of handling long, rough voyages, particularly equator crossing ceremonies, typically featuring King Neptune, which is the guy that we are seeing right now here. He's let's just say that he's making a cosplay as Neptune, but I'm not gonna say what position of the crew he is because that might violate some data privacy things. But he's cosplaying as King Neptune, or Poseidon is what we call it in the Maritime. Now, these are common in the navies, which is actually navies are more like military. On my case, we're civilian, but they're also sometimes carried out for civilians or passengers' entertainment on civilian ocean liners and cruise ships. They are also performed in the merchant navy, such as, well, the one that you're looking at right now, and aboard sail training ships. And oh my goodness, what the hell, what is that? Anyway, throughout history, line crossing ceremonies have sometimes become dangerous hazing rituals, which, yeah, that's a thing. And most modern navies have instituted regulations that prohibit physical attacks on sailors undergoing the line crossing ceremony. And you can see here, the one that's basically the man or the guy in diapers here is basically our deck cadet. Basically the new the new guy as seafarers. Now, since I'm the one taking the videos, I just try to stay in the background as much as possible and just observe things on this end. Well, of course, during my time when I was a newly when I was a new sailor, I didn't exactly have this ceremony. And I'm also the type of cadet who more like did an equator crossing and international date line crossing. So yeah, so the line crossing ceremony is on a single contract. So imagine that. But these deck cadets, I'm not sure if they've already been into the international date line, but they are, of course. Well, we're currently crossing the equator from Indian Ocean to, of course, South Africa. So this is the ceremony that's now taking place. Now, there are some histories here, of course. All right. Okay, so that's our King Neptune. He's basically, yeah, he's this guy. The one that you're looking at, that's he's cosplaying. So like I said, I'm just staying on the background here. Okay. While he's reading out text, kind of some boring text. Anyway, there has been some histories. Yeah, he's calling out Sparta. Actually, Sparta is more like an army, not a navy. He should be calling out Athenians or something. Yeah. Okay, this is of course our deck cadet, and this is our ancient cadet guy. Basically, trainees. Alright, I'm just gonna increase the volume. Oh, great. That was embarrassing. That was basically my action camera, going a low bat mode. Good thing I had enough energy or energy on that action camera to sustain the whole, line crossing ceremony thing for the deck cadets. Right. Okay.
Respect and admiration.
All right.
Hey, Neptune! May I present to you?
All right.
Following crew that seeks your blessings and your guidance for the passage. Johnson Tomasan!
All right. All right. Let's cheer up for them. Although this is already recorded. All right. They now kneel. All right. Good boy. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see how is this
before I grant you passing, you
all right.
baptize as per our old tradition. There.
All right.
Now we are
Nice, nice. Okay, so that's the thing. Nice. If anybody's wondering what's that kind of sludge water that we sprayed on to our new sailors here, the deck cadet and ancient cadet, well, it's basically I don't know how to tell this one online, but it's basically food waste. No, seriously, it's food waste. So yeah, that's kind of smelly. The one that's supposed to go down to the water treatment thing. So anyway, let's continue. That's the water that we sprayed on to our new sailors. Oh god, I couldn't imagine myself to be honestly, I couldn't imagine myself being sprayed with food waste. You know, if you remember, if you were bullied on high school and on middle school, this is exactly the same thing that should happen on. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna go for side comments. Let's just continue on this one. And like I said, I promise I'm gonna make side comments later on, or a reaction video about this one.
Welcome to our new college. Ahoo! Sparta!
Yeah. Okay. And if you're asking what's this, I don't know. To be honest, I never even asked what's that liquid. But I've asked my fellow crewmates what it was. It's definitely something about raw eggs. From the kitchen, of course, but I am not really sure because I myself did not dare to even taste that liquid because well, I don't know what's inside of it or what it's made of, to be honest. So yeah. I don't know how to oh god, I don't know how that tastes like. Yeah, but they did drink it, so I guess it's on them. Luckily for me, I'm not the one being the one initiated. So yeah, there's also the usual beer, but I think everybody just made a toast. Yeah. Okay, Alright, so I think I was tossed by beer, but I didn't catch it. But yeah. No, my fellow crewmates here tested more like a barbarian rather than a pirate. But okay, that will pass. So kudos for him for making an effort. Yeah. Yep, kanpai is Japanese word I think for toast. Alright. Okay, let's just watch this one how it turns out. Okay, so they're being showered by beer. By the way, those beers are non-alcoholic. Unfortunately, regulations on my company or the civilian lives prohibit now alcohol ingredient type of beer.
Let it be known that on this day, 17th of April, 2024, year of our Lord, Engine Cadet Elizada Rainer, of the House of Elizada, first of his name, Candice of the sea, breaker of the bunker, the son of the boiler, a taker of the generator, watcher of the alarms and the keeper of the tools. In position 000 degrees north.
That's a lot of funny names to be honest, but okay, I'll just keep it like that. I'm not gonna comment on that.
With a course 230 degrees and steaming 10 knots, have crossed the equator and entered the southern realm of King Neptune.
Alright. Alright, congratulations to our new shipmates here. Yeah. God, it's ridiculous that he has some sort of diapers there. Alright, so the ceremony is now over. It's just very quick, so we're just gonna go for a picture here and you know, let those two new sailors take a dip on the new on the pool so that they could you know, wash off the food waste stain and smell on their you know, on their bodies. And honestly, when I was even filming this one, I was gagging a lot of times from the food waste, from the smell of the food waste. All right. Alright, congratulations kid. You're now a new member of the sea or something like that. Alright. Well done, well done.
Okay, everybody now, photo.
To be honest, it's a good thing that when I was a new, you know, when I was a newcomer sailor, I did not participate on that kind. And up to still now, 15 years later, I still find myself hesitating to participate on such, you know, such I don't know, ritual or a line crossing ceremony. Good thing it never happened to me on when I was a deck cadet. So there we go. So the line crossing ceremony is now over. They just took a dip just to wash off that smell on our makeshift water pool of salt water. And of course, the meal is on our mess room. We do not put it out here because, well, it might get sprayed upon by the, we don't want to contaminate our food with, sewage waste or food waste. So it will be unhygienic, of course. So yeah, it's best that we keep the food, just on the, on the crew mess. Okay, so I guess there we go. And that concludes the video that we watched, the line crossing ceremonies for new sailors. So I am just gonna exit this, and now I guess we'll go for the commentary. Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, so first off, this is already a long-standing maritime tradition that is participated by both the military and civilian, as long as, well, you're working on the sea. Now, on my case, well, it's something to, if you're in the military, it's something to, it's sanctioned to boost morale of the crew. And if you're on the civilian side, it's more of like a side entertainment for the passengers. But we're not exactly passengers, we're mostly a cargo ship. So on our case, it's just entertainment for the crew. But of course, despite its funny and folly ritual, it sometimes gets mistaken up by other nationalities as some sort of let's just say hazing ritual. There have been a lot of reports on numerous countries here. I'm not gonna name them because some of them are some of them have been, let's just say, some of them are just basically dangerous hazing rituals. One example was the incident in 1995 on Australia. A notorious line crossing ceremony took place on the Royal Australian Navy submarine HMS Onslow, which sailors undergoing the ceremony were physically and verbally abused after being subject to an act called sump on rump. I'm not gonna go through the details of this one because it's a little bit gruesome and I might get banned by YouTube on this one. And we we don't want to get banned on YouTube. But that's the thing. Canada also has some sort of incidents up there. Also the same thing. And United Kingdom, believe but it's not, is also a seafaring nation, but yet they also have an establishing they also have reports about the hazing rituals. Now, there's also one notable thing here that during 1768, Captain James Cook, Joseph Banks described, line crossing ceremonies. They even included cats and dogs. That is kind of weird, having cats and dogs, considering they're not exactly they're not exactly human. Anyway, that's happened almost 200 years ago. And okay, so let me take a look at here on my tablet. Anyway, that's the thing. It's mostly a ritual, even on the maritime civilian. Now, there's also a certificate here issued any participants or seafarers who are on that line crossing rituals. They also receive a certificate from the ship. But something like that. But there's also some incidents here where they were whipping time or whipping new. But this was 1971, so I'm not gonna go through all those videos, but anyway, that's the thing. Now, for me, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this one for my personal commentary. Of course, we all know I do respect it because it's maritime tradition, and basically, before I became an aviation student, I was a mariner first, or a sailor first. So that's why I called my YouTube channel Naval Aviator, right? But the thing here is sometimes I find those traditions to be a little bit barbaric, to be honest, and like what Wikipedia says on my tablet here, sometimes it gets maliciously been mistaken, or sometimes some malicious intent has been included on these kinds of rituals, and I'm very particular on that kind of hazing rituals. But anyway, like I said, it's not for me, and I will just go on only for the background. Fortunately for me, when I was a deck cadet during that time, I did not participate or did not have that kind of ceremony, and I am thankful that I did not have that. So yeah, that's only my commentary. I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest, especially what I'm witnessing on that video. There's a part of me that says that this should not be, this should not be, well, we could go for the line crossing ceremony, but we could at least have a little more simpler type of ceremony. Nothing that includes any abuse of some kind. And honestly, I still find it, well, to be frank, distasteful that if I was the decade, I still find it distasteful that I will be, well, a food waste will be thrown over me. So anyway, that's tradition. I don't know what people might think of it, but that's only my personal comment. So anyway, if you that concludes our video for now. So if you like my video, you can kindly click on the like and subscribe button. It will really help me a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm. So again, this is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone, and see you again on our next vlog journal video. So bye bye, see you soon.